Picture this. You're in the Wild West. Bandits, shootouts, and saloons are just another Tuesday. But then there's this guy, a bald, pale giant with an unsettling grin and eyes that seem to see straight into your soul. He doesn't just shoot people, he philosophizes about it first. He's Judge Holden, and depending on who you ask, he's either the scariest man in Western history or he wasn't real at all. Either way, his legend has haunted history for over a century. Welcome to Unusual Perusal, where we unravel the weird, the wild, and the downright unsettling from history, science, and culture. Today, we're saddling up for one of the strangest tales of the Wild West, the story of Judge Holden. Let's ride into this dusty, dangerous, and downright bizarre legend. Let's start with the basics. Judge Holden was first introduced to the world in Blood Meridian, Cormac McCarthy's novel about the Wild West that's more nightmares than Western adventure. But here's the twist. Holden wasn't just a fictional villain. There are accounts suggesting he was a real person. Descriptions paint him as a hulking, bald man who spoke multiple languages, played the fiddle, and could charm or terrify anyone in the room. You know, a guy who sounds perfect for a Disney villain or a nightmare. Holden's most infamous chapter is tied to the Glanton Gang, a group of bounty hunters in the mid-1800s who were hired to collect Apache scalps in Mexico. It was as horrifying as it sounds. And Holden, he wasn't just a sidekick. Some accounts say he was the mastermind, a man who manipulated the gang with his intelligence, charisma, and sheer terror. It's like if Hannibal Lecter had a cowboy hat and no moral compass. Oh, and he might have been way worse than the Apaches they were actually hunting. Here's where it gets really unusual. According to legend, Judge Holden wasn't just a scary dude. He was practically supernatural. People said bullets couldn't kill him, fire didn't burn him, and some even swore they saw him disappear into thin air, only to show up hours later, miles away. He had this eerie ability to win over anyone, or destroy them. Was he a man, a demon, or just really good at being bad? Nobody knows. But one thing's for sure, the stories about him go beyond any old cowboy tale. Here's the creepiest part. Holden wasn't just violent, he was philosophically violent. According to McCarthy's novel, he believed that war and destruction weren't just inevitable, they were sacred. He'd monologue about how humans are destined to fight and that the only truth in the world is power. Imagine being in a saloon, sipping whiskey, and this guy starts giving you a TED talk about why chaos is the meaning of life. Nah, I'm good, Judge. So here's the big question. Was Judge Holden real? Historians are split. Some believe he was based on a real figure who rode with the Glanton Gang, while others argue that he's pure fiction, a symbol of the darkness of humanity. But let's be honest, the fact that we can't pin him down just makes it even scarier. Real or not, his legend has been passed down like a ghost story, lingering in the corners of Wild West history. Whether he was real, a myth, or something in between, Judge Holden's story has shaped the way we think about villains in the Wild West. He's become the archetype for unstoppable, enigmatic bad guy, the kind that makes you question not just what they're doing, but why. From Western movies to dark literary characters, you can see pieces of Holden everywhere. He's like the granddaddy of complex, terrifying villains. And that's the story of Judge Holden. A man, a myth, and maybe something more. From the dusty trails of the Wild West to the pages of history, his legend continues to haunt us. If you enjoyed this dive into one of the strangest figures of frontier lore, hit that like button, subscribe, and join us next time for more tales that'll leave you questioning reality. Stay curious, stay bold, and always keep perusing the unusual. Until next time.